Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Maximize. I am Mackenzie. Today I wanted to go over how to air layer propagate your plants. This is a good technique for plants that tend to be a little trickier to propagate via cutting or separating. And you don't have to sever anything in order to do it, so that's kind of nice. I know cutting part of your plant can be a little terrifying. Let's just get into it. First thing you will need is a blade. Any kind of blade, sharp object, you know what I'm saying. Next thing is a piece of paper towel or a piece of moss if you have any. Either one will do. These twisty tie thingies that you get at the grocery store when you're bagging up vegetables. This is the only reason I grab them. And then a piece of plastic, just a small piece of plastic. And then for later, a nice spray bottle. So now I'm going to show you the results of an air layering I did, and I started it probably 3 weeks ago and I literally didn't think it would work. I just checked it a few days ago and it did, sister. Let's take a look at it and then I'll show you my procedure. So this is what it looks like. It's very ugly, okay, and I understand it fully. So let me just unwrap it and show you guys real quick. I just have to be very delicate. I'm doing this all one-handed, so thank you. Oh! Okay, the moss fell off, and you see that root right there? That is the money shot right there. So that means that it has successfully pushed out a root, and now I can fully sever this whole part right here and plant this in the ground, and this root will take off, make a new plant. See how it looks all damaged and stuff? That's because I was stabbing it over and over again, trying to get it to root, and then it finally did. So yay me for stabbing it correctly. Okay, so now that we know that the root is fully intact and okay, I'm just going to sever the branch right here, and then this is going to be an all new plant, this whole thing right here. And this root will be its very first root baby child. And now I'm just gonna take this sanitized blade and sever this whole part right here. This is a little harder than almost stabbed myself. Be very careful. And there it is. So now I'm gonna be taking this new plant with this new root right here and be potting it up so it'll make a whole new Schefflera plant. So now I'm going to show you how to air layer propagate on this top branch right here on my umbrella tree. So what you need first is your blade, okay, just some kind of sharp weapon. It sounds very bad, but all you have to do is slice the skin off of the umbrella tree, and you might have to go kind of deep, and it seems violent, but you're not cutting the whole thing off, so it doesn't feel quite as bad. So I'm just slicing off the skin here. Just keep doing that until you see the skin underneath. You want to remove that whole top surface to trick the plant into thinking it's injured, which is sad. I understand. But just until you have a good chunk of the stem off, okay? Almost halfway off. So now you can kind of see the damage I did there. It's almost, it's almost cut in half. Let me show you from the side as well. But that's kind of what you want it to look like. So you just want to injure the plant just a little bit, not to death. Okay, so now that I've done the injuring part, what you're going to do is you're going to get your paper towel or your moss. Just mist this paper towel so it's good and moist, okay? And then I'm going to wrap this paper towel around the injured part right here. And just make sure it's wrapping all the way around, and you're basically tricking the plant into thinking that it is injured and it needs to respond by creating a root. So see how I just made like a little plant tourniquet there? And the whole point of the plastic now is that we want to wrap this wet paper towel, and the plastic will hold in that moisture and create a very humid environment. And then you can use your twisty ties to secure that plastic in place, just to really make sure. Sometimes I don't even need the twisty ties because the plastic holds it so well. So then I'm going to secure the bottom, and then I have a second one that I'm going to secure the top with. So now both ends are secure, and that wet paper towel should be pressing right on that injured part of the Schefflera. Okay, so now that you have your air layering thing set, A very important thing you want to do once you have it set in place is you want to be able to check it every few days to make sure that everything is still moist, the humidity is still trapped right by that injury. That's key, honestly, because I would go like a week and I would forget to check it, and then it would be bone dry, and then the wound would just heal over, and you don't want it to heal over. Obviously, we want everybody to heal and be healthy and yes, and happy. But in this situation, you don't. You want the wound to basically fester to the point where the plant pushes out a root. I know that sounds really horrific, and it kind of is. It's like if we broke our arm and our bone was sticking out and someone just wanted our bone to continue sticking out so it can grow more bone. I wouldn't want to be that person, basically. Alright guys, so I'm filming this on a different day. Yes, I'm in different clothes and I look different probably. So I wanted to update you really quick on my air layering cutting because I potted it up, and let me just show you real quick, okay? I planted it in this little baby nursery pot and her legs are very long, so that's why I'm standing back. She's been doing so well in this, and look, she's already like super solid, rooted. I mean, look at this, you know? And that took like 3 days. All I had to do was pot her up, water her obviously, and put her in a bright window, and she's already like a new plant. This is the result of my air layering. And then I also wanted to show you another technique I did in my last umbrella tree propagation video. So that video was specific to umbrella trees. I used this technique where I took a cutting and I wrapped it in wet paper towel and put it in a plastic bag and kept it in a warm, indirect light area. And I'm proud to say, like 3 months later, guys, she has a root. I never stopped believing. I had so much patience, which I normally don't, and she has a root, look at that, you know? So I'm very excited about it. So if you took a cutting and you're like about to throw it in the garbage, but your leaves still look healthy, just stick with it, please. It takes a long time for this to work on umbrella trees for whatever reason, but it can happen. It will happen. Just keep believing. If you really are over the whole cutting thing, air layering did work a little bit faster for me, but this, I mean, this works too. So now I have 2 umbrella tree plants that I can pot up, and eventually I'll probably put them together and they will thrive in this world and become one together. I don't know. So I just want to update you really quick on my cutting. Let's just go back to the other video, the main video. All right, so that's it, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Please like, please comment, and let me know what you guys want to see. My hand is doing this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.